Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Crystal Barrett's May I Scraplift You. And today's creative scrapper that I am lifting is Kimberly Burdett. And she does have a YouTube channel, and it's I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking. Y'all don't know how much that thought went through my head at work when I was working. But yeah, great YouTube channel name. This is a picture of two of my granddaughters, and I already matted it, matted it. I did kind of mount it. I put it on foam tape. I'm using some memory box wood. It's called wood. Alphas, it's Tim Holtz Alpha, and Pink Fresh dye. But that other dye is not Pink Fresh. I have got some. Oh, I didn't even use none of the tags. I forgot all about them. I had them there to use. Everything pretty much is, well, 49 and market, but it's curator's metal and naturalist. I like mixing those two because I have bits and pieces of both. And so, yeah, it's easy to mix them. I am going to use a few stencils. One is a crafter's workshop, and the other one there is Tim Holtz, and then that last one is Stampendous. It does not come with packaging. It comes like a little topper up there by the hook, but no packaging. I The first green that I'm using is Bundled Sage. It's lighter, so I thought I would make the compasses on here with it so they could just kind of peek through here and there and not show up a whole lot. And then I'm using the burlap one that's Tim Holtz. I was wanting some little squares on there. That was the only one I could think of that had little squares. I, well, maybe there's one in there I didn't think of, but this is the one I thought of, so I pulled it out. And then I'm going to use that Tile Mania one from Craft Treat. No, that was Crafter's Workshop. Right, it's the radar that's Craft Treat. And I was tempted to use that. It went through my head, but I didn't use it. I am using saltwater taffy, and also the last green I used is peeled paint. And you'd think I'd have more greens. I mean, I don't have that many greens. I look at it, I think, man, I need to get more green inks because I love green. And I love that, I can do an outdoors layout, and have plenty of green on there. But since Reagan's little outfit is kind of a peachy pink. In the photo, it looks almost more pink than peachy, but it is peach. I thought I'd use the saltwater taffy and put some in the background to go. And I'm also going to use some flowers that color. Well, they're the color of the butterfly that's already on the layout because it's the opposite side of this piece of paper. I got a couple of extra when I got it, so I could use the back side for die cuts and stuff. I cut out my frames are by hand. I cut out strips from some wood grain paper. It was Paper Studio, so it's thick and heavy. And now I am kind of customizing it. I'm just doing one. I did all the others, but I'm doing one and I'm giving it a lot of rugged edges because I wanted my wood to look old and worn and to the part where it's getting deteriorated. And I'm going to ink it in brown, all these rough edges like it is on the frame, partial frame there. And I'm going to use vintage photo, but then I'm also going to use black soot. And I'm just going to use it here and there on the frame. Um, and I do have the other pieces mounted on foam tape, so I'm going to add foam tape to this too. It's that thin tape. I love that tape. I did not know how much I would love it till I got it because, you can make one layer. It's so thin, you make one layer and then if you want another layer, and it's still not as thick as most of the other foam tapes that I have owned are. So yeah, I can add layers of dimension to my layout. And I am really not worried whether these are perfectly square because, they're getting a little deteriorated. They've been around for a while. So, yeah, when I go put them on there, if they're just a little bit crooked, that's all right with me. If one part sticks out farther than the other, I figured that would be okay too. Hers are all straight across, and I started to do mine straight across, and I thought, I think I'll drop the picture down just a little bit, and I liked it, so I went ahead and I left it. And when I was uh, making them, I thought, I think I'm going to make an extra one. I know it's an even number, but I still like it. I figure I have that title in wood grain, so I thought that's 5 wood grain things. One might not be a frame, but there's 5 wood grain things. And even numbers don't bother me that much. If I like it in the end, I just go ahead and go with it. I believe I mentioned already. I can't tell for sure. When I do it more than once, I can't tell. But I think I already mentioned that 2 of Kimberly's frames are little scenes. So I wanted to make scenes in on my layout too. That's why I wanted to scrap lift this, was to make a couple of scenes in the frames. And I'd seen a layout years ago with 4 on a layout with the frames and little scenes in 2 or 3 of them, I can't remember. And I've been planning on doing that layout forever. And in fact, I have the picture for it. And I thought, well, I'll do it this time around. Well, it is not this time around. The picture is not of my son-in-law fishing. I think he was duck hunting or fishing one. I have to look at the picture again. He gave it to me to scrapbook. And I know it's been 4 years since he gave it to me. I have made him a scrapbook album with all but that photo in there, because since he gave it to me, I feel like it's got to be perfect. And I worry it's not going to be perfect. And yeah, I end up putting it off and putting it off. I need to set a goal to have it done by the end of this year so I can give him that album. But yeah, uh, I don't know why I'm so worried about that one. Um, this strip here, it says remember this, and it came off of one of, I think it's the Naturalist branding strip. And at first I thought I'd make a banner and fishtail each end, and then I thought, well, since I've already got wood grain on here, maybe I should mat it on wood grain. And then I matted on wood grain, and I think maybe I should make it match everything else on here, well, all the frames anyway. So I had to adjust and make it match. And then in the die cuts, I think they're the Curator's metal die cuts. There was this grapevine heart, and I thought, well, that will look really cute with the girls, so that's why that's on there. And I'm going to put some greenery behind it, and part of it's going to cover a little bit of the picture, but that's all right with me because uh, it's not going to cover the girls at all, and I thought it would make it more 3D that way. See my little tray there? I made a bunch of, well, I die cut. I didn't make. I die cut a bunch of uh, the leaves from that pink fresh dye and that other one. I got it off of Amazon. It's bigger, and I keep forgetting to use it because it was in a little plastic thing. I thought I need to put it in something bigger, so I decided to stick it in with the pink fresh one. And then those straight looking things, though, I did cut them by hand. I did make them, but they're pretty straight. Some are a little bit curved, some are straighter than the others, but I thought they looked good to add some height to the clusters. Oh, and here I drew some nails in each one of the corner, like it put the frame together. And when I was doing the little cluster with the little frame, I noticed a nail on there. I thought, oh, I never put it on that one. So that's what I was doing. I was adding a nail to each corner. They are not dimensional, but at least I know they're there. But while I'm adding greenery and maybe even flowers if I don't talk too fast to my layout, I want to mention that down there below you will find the master link that Crystal created for this hop. There's a couple of hundred videos in there now, and so you've got plenty to watch. All you have to do is hit the playlist and play it. And yeah, lots and lots of inspiration down there. And let's see, I did not make it to the flowers. I do have my clusters going on, though I am adding the greenery to them. So they are getting built up just a little bit. I did ink. I'm pretty sure everything in the tray got inked with peel paint. Oh, and I'm adding the flowers, and I went ahead and put the little foam. Well, they are supposed to be foam squares, but they are the thinnest foam squares I ever seen, and I bought them a while back, and I used them like once, and thought, man, I don't see a dimension in these. And then I was thinking I need to go ahead and use them. They're just going to waste sitting in there. So, yeah, I used them for my flowers. After I got done, I was thinking I was done with the layout, was getting ready to splatter on here. I thought, well, I really would like something to come out from underneath the title there. So I decided that even though my uh, blades of grass there are going to be laying horizontally, big wind could have blown them down. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and use them. So I put them there, and then I am going to add one of the little clusters of greenery and one flower so that it won't be looking quite so flat. And yeah, I think I'm getting really close to getting done. I can't remember other than the splatters if I add anything else. My intentions was with that little frame was to make a shaker box. Y'all might have seen the sequins at the beginning. Well, I forgot all about it. Oh, and I forgot I added these little bubble things on here too. I'm just scattering them, and then I'll go back to the splattering. I'm not going to use anything out of that other package there. I thought about it. At least I thought about it more than I did on the shaker box. And I even thought about, well, I did not remember the sequence until I was done with the layout. And I thought, I'll go ahead and take the pictures. And right about this one, I noticed I had no sequins on there. But like I said, it was going to be a shaker box. But I do have the plastic film thing on there. I made it that far. And the foam tape, I got that on there too. I just forgot all about it. It was going to be a shaker box. But that's it. That's my layout. I had a lot of fun creating it. And yeah, I like the idea of the 3 frames across there and 2 being scenes. Uh, I really need to get my son-in-law's layout done. Oh my goodness. To take so long thinking about how to make it. But I already made 2 here. And, I'm pretty sure that one had 3 scenes to make. I'm pretty sure it was 1 photo. Um, and I'll have to look before I do anything else to see if it's fishing or duck hunting. I have nothing duck hunting, but there's the cluster with the butterfly and the remember this. And isn't that the cute little heart? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell it's heart with that butterfly on there, but it is. And there's one with 2 birds on this side and the other side. I'm thinking it was a chipmunk out to put there too, but I apparently forgot because I don't see it there. I just see the 1 bird and a butterfly. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching my video today. Make sure you check out the link to Kimberly's channel down there and see what she's been creating. Have a happy scrappy week. Don't forget the master list either. Bye.